I'd now like to introduce our final speaker, Gayle Nelson, who will do the reply to the Lassies. Certainly giving her a good build-up. Gayle's an Ayrshire lass born and bred in Burnsland in a wee town called Girvan. I have to just state right now, the next 3 lines were written by Gayle. She trained as a nurse in Ayr, in the hospital in Ayr, and although she dealt with some horrific injuries, she never actually worked in the burns unit. Doesn't bode well for her speech. She met a Northern Irish fireman, married him and moved to Northern Ireland a few years ago. They've got 2 children, Lois and Ross, and these were the names were as Scottish as she was allowed to have. Although she did manage to get her own way to have a proper Scottish name in her family when she got to name their dog, Hamish. She still works in health and has worked for the past 4 years here in Qatar as a healthcare consultant with the PHCC, designing and redesigning the community health service in line with the national health strategy that she's helped put in place, which I think is very admirable. She loves travelling, spending time with her family, and as her old auntie used to say, live your life, darling, it's no a dress rehearsal. So, lads and lassies, follow Andrew, Gayle Nelson.
Right, ladies, I'm going to try and not let you down here, okay? But he needs put in his place, I think. Haven't done public speaking for a wee while right enough, so I'm just going to imagine you're all naked, okay? So, the memory that kills me, you just cross your legs and just don't put me on for So, my druthy crony here, Mr. 118118, claims that he's old-fashioned about sex. Really? Okay. Talks about mutual fantasies, but you have to keep them to yourself. Well, lassies, we'll just keep Mr. 50 Shades of Christian Grey to ourselves. 2 words, ladies. Jiggle balls, okay? He claims he would never send a sext or a sexy email because that's how Tiger Woods get caught. But he wouldn't mind receiving them. Sounds a bit like Trump standards, double standards there. Unless, of course, you're confused about infidelity. But anyway, so he goes on to talk about Ravi and Tiger having a lot in common when it comes to women. I disagree with that, I have to say. In comparison to Tiger's wife walking away with her record-breaking divorce settlement, Ravi's wife, Jean Armour, accepted and forgave his infidelities and his unfaithfulness, so much so that she took in his illegitimate daughter from the 3rd year of their marriage, and she brought that daughter up as her own. And likewise, a lot of his writings have shown that Burns loved his wife, and he greatly valued her good humour and her tolerance. Ladies, tolerance. And this contradicts my druthy crony here's beliefs in women and their love of money and luxury items, such as nice Louboutin shoes and expensive meals. So there is a contradiction there, but I have to say, as a modern lassie myself, and a lot of modern lassies out here today, and a bit of an ex-fat spoiled bitch, I have to say sometimes, but anyway, we have to admit to that sometimes, don't we? I do advocate that us lassies need to maintain a moderated and balanced view to this. After all, Shirley Bassey did say, diamonds never leave you, men do. So again, in comparison to my druthy crony's quote of John Paul Fart about ugly women, but I prefer those who are pretty, is also narrow-minded and, in my opinion, an uneducated view Because beauty is in the eye of the beholder. And beauty is only skin deep. And it's not the beauty without, but the beauty within. And when we look around this room tonight, we can see all kinds of beauty. Because ladies, ditch your Gillette. We are L'Oreal and we are worth it. And that brings me to the words of the bard himself, and we've all heard these words. And it's, oh, with some power the gift to give us, to see ourselves as others see us. And ladies, we need to remember this. And these words are still as relevant today as they were when Burns wrote them all those years ago. Now, talking about years, over the past 30 to 40 years, it's not been easy for us lassies. All this emancipation malarkey, it's just getting too much. Somebody once said, women who seek equality lack ambition. And I think Peter said something similar earlier in his speech to me. And for one, I tend to agree. Us lassies, we're out there chasing our careers, we're keeping up the image of being the perfect wife and mother, we're fitting in at least 4 sessions of Meta and CrossFit, 3 kickboxing classes, a Zumba class and a 5 and 10k run a week. And all of that is done on a forever living protein shake and a banana. So, give ourselves credit where credit's due, ladies. But to be fair, it's not been easy for these men either. And they've had to adjust. And that adjustment still needs a wee bit of work. Because after all, behind every great man, and there's lots of examples of this, there's a great woman. And then we're not leading from the front, ladies. We're backseat driving. And we all know they hate that too, don't they? But there's no doubt, men are from Mars, women are from Venus. We think different. We see things different. Men can't do that listening and talking thing. At the same time, anyway. And that can be another area that is a conflict socially. An example. Like we can get asked round to your pals, and you go in first to the party, and you see the host, and you see the drink, and you see your pal's got a new pair of curtains. She's got a new carpet and all. She's wearing a new slinky dress. It's a wee bit tight, but we'll not mention it. And she's got the caterers in. She's earning more money than she lets on. And then you see her pal Kelly. And she's steaming in the corner. And she's all over Dorothy's husband, Robin. And you think, oh my God. But your partner comes in, and he sees the host, and he sees the drink, and that's all. And that, ladies and gents, account for the fight you have on the way home. When you say, did you see Kelly? She was steaming in the corner. She was all over Dorothy's husband, Robin, like a rash. And he says, was Kelly there? And you think you're ignorant arse, and he thinks you're a nosy bitch. Totally separate in how we see things. And I've often wondered what it would be like to see things like a man, to see through their eyes. It must be like looking through a kaleidoscope. which would explain that scenario. When he shouts out for the kitchen, you're sitting in the living room and he's shouting out, where's the butter? And you say, it's in the fridge, second top shelf at the front. No, it's no. Yes, it is. I put it there myself 10 minutes ago. Well, somebody's moved it. So you get up for your Corrie Street or Emmerdale or whatever you're watching. You go through, there it is, second top shelf at the front. But for him, it's like looking for a white Toyota Land Cruiser in Bellagio Mall car park on a Saturday afternoon. for looking at it. But they have another wee kaleidoscope, ladies, don't they? With wee up periscopes. It's down there, but it's up there. Now, it can detect women's breasts from miles away. They can see a pair of nipples through a sports bra, under an Aran sweater, with a duffel coat and top, walking in the opposite direction, round a corner half a mile away. But they're right in there, no bother, like a wee homing device. And that'll no change. Now I've made a wee poem, but before I read out my poem, I want to address some of the younger men in the audience. I don't know if there's that many of us around. Now that I'm looking towards. There's a couple down here, maybe. You did, no, there's no down there. You're maybe there. Anyway, I have to apologise to you young men here tonight. But what you'll realise in time is that the battle of the sexes goes through 4 stages, and you'll surely live through them if you get lucky enough to meet the right woman for you. And your stage 1 is all your romantic love, when you're all kissy holding hands. And your stage 2 is your caring and sharing, when she gets to wear your t-shirt as a night dress and you still think it's cute and she still likes how you smell. That changes. Stage 3 is your familiarity, and that's when you start taking them for granted. That's when you start farting in our company and you laugh whilst you're trying to squeeze another unit. That's not cool. That's not cool at all. And stage 4 is contempt. Now this is a difficult one for you men and you young laddies to understand, but it normally starts with a silent treatment. But by the time you realise she's gone silent, there's 3 or 4 days have passed. And that, laddies, is way too late for a comeback. You've lost it. So to sum it all up, I've got a wee poem for you. And I'll do my best, ladies, to read this in my Scottish accent. I'm kind of losing it a bit, but I hope it's coming back. And it's called "To a Man frae the Lassies." Awa your muckle waste of space, you're aye in the huff with your moaning face. I wouldn't gie you but a look, I'm off to bed with a damn good book. We fit by golf and all the rest. The telly's yours, I'm but a guest. Your endless flicking up and down makes my head spin round and round. Your boxers lie upon the floor. A night you dribble, fart and snore. You've left your washing out for the maid. You think there's a chance of you getting late? At DIY, you've had your day. The shelves are squint, you dare say. You hang a picture, tap, tap, tap. Then help my bob, you need a nap. You strut around like big cock Robin. You're nae red rum, you're more like Dobbin. Your 6-pack's gone, you're getting scary. Your nose and ears are half a hairy. Weepy films, you dinna care, unless you see their underwear. Man, you're a species strange is true, but us lassies will raise a glass and we will love you too. Thank you very much.
Well, I have to say, Gayle, if that's you when you haven't done public speaking for a while, would you like to come back in a couple of years' time? think there's a phrase, Andrew, and I think it goes something like this. That's you tell. Right, we've had fantastic speeches. We're now going to start the dancing. We are running a bit late, but I think we've all been entertained. So a huge thanks to our speakers tonight, to Peter, to Andrew, to Gayle, and to Scott for doing the address behind us. So, without further ado, we'll get Davey and Stuart up here. I think they're away warming up. And we'll start the dancing. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being so kind and respectful to the speakers tonight. They were brilliant. You were also brilliant. It's made a good night so far. Let it continue. Thanks very much.